Hello Libras, and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all of you have had a wonderful week, an enjoyable week, and I hope you've had lots of wonderful things happening in your life. Well, today before we start our card reading, I thought we would do something a little bit different, and that is we're going to do some reading with some gummies. So I have some gummy bears here, or Haribo bears, which I have to say are one of my favorite sweets. So we're going to do a divination reading with some Haribo bears, and we will see what Spirit has got in store for us today. First of all, I want to say welcome and thank you for checking out this video. It's always very much appreciated, and it's wonderful to have like-minded people interested in the same topic, which of course is tapping into the divine. So it's always feel free to leave a comment if you want to, so I can respond to you and we can talk about the reading or whatever else may be on your mind. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I want to say thank you to Spirit. I want to say thank you to the angels who are here present today. Thank you to all my crossed loved ones who have crossed over. Thank you for your presence here today. And thank you for any messages or downloads that Spirit is going to give today. Remember, this reading is based purely on my intuition. So please, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest. If this message does not resonate with you, that's perfectly okay. It just means that the message is not for you and for somebody else. Okay, let's begin. Well, first of all, my dear Libras, I can see that there is a path that has definitely opened up for you. I feel that for a lot of you, you have been at a crossroads for quite some time, and you've had a number of decisions in your life, and you've had to really make a decision about where you want to go and what road that you want to travel down. I also see here you have, there's been a relationship here, so I see love here, because if I can just hold it up so you can see, you have a heart candy here, but you also have half a heart here. I'll just hold that up so you can see, which means there has been heartbreak along the way. So I do feel that you have gone through a lot over the last couple of months. Possibly been stuck in a job where you are not particularly happy, wanting to start a new project or possibly a new career. You've had a number of opportunities open up in front of you, but of course, you know, being a Libra, we always struggle with making decisions, as we are quite indecisive, but when you do make that final decision, it will be the right choice. I can see that you're still battling here with a broken heart. This person that you were in a relationship with for quite some time, but you decided to part company. It was actually a clean breakup, which is nice to see. There was nothing particularly hostile or aggressive about the end of this relationship. You both decided that it was best that you walk away, as the relationship was not serving you. And I can see that not only was it not serving you, but it was not serving your partner. Basically, you were just two different people. You wanted one thing and your partner wanted another. So you decided to end the relationship, and even though you're still on friendly terms, you're living separate lives and following your own life path, which is really great to see. And it is nice to see when a relationship ends, when it does. I mean, not that you want to see any relationship end, but I mean, it's always sad when that happens, but if it was just not working out between you, and I can see here that you gave it a really good shot, you gave it a really good go, but it just wasn't going anywhere, basically. So you have parted ways. So I can definitely see that. We'll see what else Spirit has got to say. And of course, you can't go wrong with Haribo bears. They are delicious, I have to say. I can also see here new love on the horizon also. I would advise, though, not to jump into any new relationship just yet. I don't think it's particularly a good idea or a wise thing to do when you've just come out of a relationship, as tempting as it might be. But I can see that there is, if I hold up here, there is another candy heart. I do see that there is new love on the horizon for you, and it says you can. So which means, of course, you can have a brand new relationship, and there are lots of loving times and good things ahead of you, but I just would not rush into it just yet. I would give it some time, let your heart heal, let yourself recover and get over what you have ended, basically, and when your heart has had a chance to heal, then when you feel that you are ready, then new love awaits for you. And we'll see if there's anything else. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Anything else for Libra? Any messages for Libra? I can also see from just looking here, I can see that there is some sort of pay increase that is on the horizon. Things are definitely going to be changing for you financially, from what I can see here. So if you have been struggling and going through some financial hardships, I can see that that definitely is going to turn around for the better. I can see a big bag of money here. I can see that things financially are definitely going to be changing, are going to be picking up. So possibly a new job promotion, or I can see possibly here even an inheritance, perhaps. Someone who has owed you money is going to be paying back every last cent that they owe. So I wouldn't be stressing too much about your finances. I think things are going to be on the up and up. And I think from what I can see here, I think things are really going to turn around and you are headed in a really great direction. So that's really wonderful to see as well. Well, I think we will leave the gummies here for the moment. And I think we will see what the cards have got to say. I'll just move the gummies to one side and we will see what the cards have got to say. Once again, I'd like to thank the angels. I'd like to thank Spirit, who is present here this morning. It is Sunday here, so hopefully Spirit has got plenty to say and is going to come through loud and clear. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, loved ones who have crossed. You are very, very welcome in this space. And I thank you for joining us here this morning. I asked my guides, I asked Spirit, if there are any messages for Libra for the oncoming week, please come through loud and clear so I can give all those Libras out there clarity of mind and to give them the up and up for what they are to face for the oncoming week. Thank you, Spirit. Right, well, I have meditated on these cards and I did give them a shuffle beforehand, but we're going to give them a shuffle again and see what Spirit has in store. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Any messages for Libra for the oncoming week ahead? Any messages, Spirit, for Libra? Things that Libra needs to know for the oncoming week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. There's card number 1. Any messages for Libra for the oncoming week ahead? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, Spirit. Any messages for Libra? Any messages for Libra, my Spirit, my guides, things that Libra needs to know the oncoming week ahead. There's card number 2. Thank you, Spirit. I love it when they pop out like that. Okay, well, we'll start off with those 2 cards and see what Spirit has got to say. So we have the Page of Swords and we have the Devil. Well, we're going to start off with the Devil card. You just give me a moment to see, so I can see what my intuition is bringing through for you today. Okay, well, I feel that for some of you, you are, and I'll just hold the card up there so you can see. I feel that some of you are really struggling with addiction at the moment. This could possibly be habits that you formed from your early teen years. It could be a number of things. I have to be very careful what I say, of course, because it is YouTube, so I have to be careful with what I say. It could be something you ingest, or something that you put into your body on a regular basis. This could also be getting a shopping addiction. Some of you are quite materialistic at this time. And I mean, all Libras love to shop. I do also. There's nothing I love more than going shopping and, you know, spending money. Who doesn't like to spend money? I know I do. But it's just, you just have to watch that, because if you're not careful, it really can get out of control and get just completely out of hand. I think when it really is getting to the point where you can't function without doing a particular thing, whether it's, you know, say you walk into a shop and you see lots of really cool things, and you cannot leave that shop or that store unless you buy something, because you have to have it. You don't necessarily need it, but you just have to have it no matter what. But if you can walk into a store, look at all the cool things and think, yes, they're really cool. Do I need it? No, I don't really. And enjoy window shopping, as they say, but then leaving the store empty-handed, then I think you're in a really good place, a good position. But if you go in there and, you know, you can't help but spend, you have to spend no matter what, even if you've only got $20 in your wallet. But you know, you have to have that high. You have to have that feeling that you get when you buy something new. So if you are that person and you can relate to that, then you definitely have a problem. That's not healthy. That's not good. So that is your challenge for the week. You need to concentrate on giving up one of your addictions, or you could have more than one. And I mean, we all have things that we struggle with. We all have challenges in life. No one is perfect. That's just part of being human. But if we can recognize what those challenges are and do something about it, then we're definitely on the right track. So I definitely feel for some of you, your challenge this week will be trying to give up some of your addictions, some of the things in your life that are toxic. And look, this could be also to do with a relationship for some of you. Some of you have moved on from bad relationships, and some of you have chosen to stay. Even though you know that you should move on, you have decided to stay for whatever reason. Only you know what those reasons are. But in the long run, are things going to change for the better? I don't think so. I think if you're in a bad relationship and you know that it's bad, and you know that this person is never going to change, you may have been with this person for a long time, maybe 10, 15 years, maybe 5 years. You know them like the back of your hand, you know them incredibly well, and you know that this person is not going to change. That's the way they are. But if their behavior is making you unhappy and does not serve you, then, you know, why stay? Why put up with it? And, you know, if it's not doing you any good and it's not serving you in a way that is good for you, then I would seriously start thinking about possibly moving on. But that's only for some of you, of course. No, that's not for everybody. That's just for some of you, and that's what I'm picking up from Spirit this morning. We also have the Page of Swords. So I will hold that up there for you to see. What I'm picking up from the Page of Swords, I'm picking up someone who is going through their own personal battle at the moment. There's some Libras out there who are really struggling with their identity, with who they are as a person. I feel that there's some Libras out there who really want to, how do I put this? Really want to come out and to really show their flying colours and to step out and to be the person that they were born to be. I'm picking up from this card that there's some of you who are in families that are deeply religious. You don't feel that you can be the person that you are because of particular boundaries that have put in place for you. You have a lot of fear of expressing who you are as a person. But I have to say, that's just no way to live. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. You have to be comfortable with who you are as a person. And there's nothing wrong with the way you are. The way you are is absolutely perfect. You are a perfect version of yourself. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that. So for those of you out there who are struggling with those issues, that will be your challenge for this week. Certainly do what you need to do, of course, and don't let other people stand in your way or stop you, because I really do feel that this is your challenge. And always be you, and always be comfortable in your own skin. I think that's really, really important, and I think that's a lesson for everyone. Not just for Libras, but for everybody in general. You have to be who you are, be who you were born to be, and be comfortable in your own skin. Alright, well, we're going to shuffle the cards again and see what else Spirit has in store for you for this oncoming week. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Any messages for Libra for the oncoming week, please? Any messages for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Card jumping out there, and and there's another one. No, not one. Any messages for Libra? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Any messages for Libra, please, for the oncoming week ahead? Thank you. And another one. Okay, well, we have the King of Swords. We have that one there. We also have the Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Page of Cups, this one here. And we also have the Five of Pentacles. Well, I think we'll start with the Five of Pentacles. As you can see here, there's a woman here, and there is I don't know if that's a boy or a young man, but they look very down and out, as though they have fallen on hard times. And I think that really does fit in with what we were talking about earlier with the gummies. Some of you who have gone through particularly hard times and have gone through financial hardship. And what I would say to you is, do not stress, do not worry, because I really do believe that your hard times are coming to an end, and very, very soon. And I think we all go through periods of life where we go through hardships and financial struggle, and things aren't always easy, but I do believe that things are going to turn around for you, and very, very soon. And even if that means also walking away from a particular situation in order for things to get better, sometimes you have to do that. And that could be walking away from a job that is not serving you anymore, that is not a good environment to be in. And you might have, doubts about leaving this job, even though you know it's bad and that it's not a particularly good place. You might be thinking, well, what am I going to do for money? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to put food on the table? How am I going to make ends meet? But in order for one door to open, another one has to close. So that's as a rule of thumb for anything in life. If something in your life is not serving you, it's not bringing you joy, it's not bringing you happiness, then it's time to think about your situation and how you can rectify that and make changes for the better. I also have here the Ace of Wands, as you can see there, which is you can see that there is a wand there with brand new shoots, new growth. As you can see, there is an arm stretched out there from the heavens. When I look at the Ace of Wands, I see new beginnings, which fits in with the Five of Pentacles. You've got hardship, you've got people walking away, but then again, you've got the Ace of Wands. So we've got hardship, we've got people who are feeling particularly down and out, and here we have a new beginning. We have, it almost looks like a branch that's fallen from a tree with new growth and new shoots. So if there's something that you are considering about starting, whether that is a project, a new job, or a new idea of any kind, I would definitely crack on with that, and I would put my best foot forward and look towards the future, because there is new growth. As you can see, there are new shoots. So whatever project, or perhaps a new job that there's a new job that you're thinking about going for, maybe seeing if there is a position available, I would definitely check that out, because there is new growth, new shoots there, which means the beginning of something very, very prosperous. So I think that's very, very fitting with that Five of Pentacles card, and the Ace of Wands definitely, for me, fits in with that one. We also have the Eight of Cups. Now this is an interesting one. You can see there is a man walking away. He has 8 cups there, but he seems very dissatisfied with his Eight of Cups, and he has actually turned his back on them, and he is walking away. Well, everyone interprets the cards differently, but for me, what my intuition is saying when I look at the Eight of Cups, this person actually had quite a lot in his life. This person, or there's, people out there, for you Libras out there, other people look at your life and they think you're incredibly blessed. They see you have a nice home, you have a nice car, you go out for dinner, you go to nice restaurants, you have nice clothes, perhaps even some jewelry, and they look at your life and they just see you have it all. You have everything, but you're never quite satisfied. It's just never quite enough for you. You're always wanting more. So what I'm picking up from Spirit here is be thankful. Be thankful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. There's nothing wrong with desiring to have more. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But sometimes you just need to take a step back, and you need to be grateful for the things that you do have in your life. And, for me, I think sometimes we all need to be more grateful and to show a lot more gratitude than what we do. So instead of constantly craving and being greedy and gluttonous and wanting more, perhaps take a look around at what you do have already and be thankful for the things that you do have. And I think you'll find that once you do that, you will see just how truly lucky and fortunate you really are. So that is also another challenge for you this week. For all those Libras out there, look and be grateful for the things that you do have, not for the things that you don't have, but for the things that you do have. We also have here the King of Swords. So I will hold that up there so you can have a look there. Now, when I look at this king here, I see someone who is very stern, someone who knows exactly what they want in life, and I think this is you and how you are feeling at this point in time. I think from what I'm picking up here from Spirit, a lot of you have really put up boundaries. You're not taking shit from people anymore. If you look at him sitting there proudly on his throne with his sword up in front, and he has an expression on his face that to me, this is what I pick: don't fuck with me. I mean business, don't cross me, don't fuck with me, because you will suffer the repercussions if you do. And that is the vibe that I'm getting from this king. And I think a lot of you have had to do that, because I think being a Libra, sometimes, we spend so much of our time trying to please other people and trying to make other people happy that we neglect ourselves. We don't look after ourselves. We're always taking care of everyone else, and we're not taking care of ourselves. So I think you finally, woken up and realized that it's about time I start taking care of myself, looking after myself, putting myself first for once. And that's a really good thing. And just learning to say no. Just learning to fucking say no. Instead of saying yes, 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 when you know that you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling tired, when you know that you've reached your physical limits, but yet you still say yes. So for some of you, this is really great. You've learned to put up boundaries and you've learned to say no. For the rest of you, this is your challenge for this week. Start saying no, even if it's something small. If there's someone at work who wants, there's nothing wrong with helping people, but you know who I'm talking about. There may be particular individuals at work who are just always wanting help with every damn thing, when they're perfectly capable of doing it themselves, but they're always relying on other people. They always want other people to pick up the slack and for them to carry their weight. So when someone asks you for help, instead of saying yes and dropping everything that you're doing and running to help them, just say, well, actually, no, I can't help you this morning because I'm actually in the middle of something and I'm quite busy. Perhaps you can ask someone else. So no, I can't right now. So learn to say no. That is your challenge for this week. Well, that's all I have for you this week, my dear Libras. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Once again, I'd like to say thank you to Spirit and to angels and to my guides for delivering these messages. I hope that you all have a wonderful week, a prosperous week, a week full of good things, good luck, and good experiences. And as always, my dear ones, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.